With the dust having settled on round 10 of Super Rugby, we have gone through the action to pick out the best players last weekend. There was heartbreak for the Reds, but the improvements by the 2011 champions couldn't be ignored as the Crusaders ran riot in Bloemfontein in an action-packed weekend of Super Rugby. See who made the cut below. Team of the week, Super Rugby, round 10-15 David Havili. Crusaders plenty of contenders here with the Chiefs Damian McKenzie scoring the try of the weekend, Reds Carmichael Hunt scoring one and assisting another, and Kings Mostert Bonda who made an unbelievable 18 carries and 123 meters. But Crusaders fullback Havili retains his shirt in our team of the week after he produced a superb all-round performance. He made 2 try assists and scored 1. He topped his side stats chart in terms of carries, 10, and defenders beaten, 13. 14. George Bridge. Crusaders Bridge is named in our team of the week for successive weeks, pipping the Blues Matt Duffy who scored a try and made another. But Bridge was never in doubt after he scored his second hat-trick in as many weeks. Each of Bridge's tries were more impressive than the next. He topped his sides charts in terms of meters made, 142, and clean breaks, 4, while coming second in carries made, 12, and defenders beaten, 8. 13. Samu Kerevi. The Reds skipper didn't deserve to be on the losing side. He made an impressive 73 meters and 13 carries in what was a very brave performance, as Kerevi was not afraid to put his body on the line for his team. He beat 4 defenders and he made 2 clean breaks which both led to tries. 12. Rob Thompson. Highlanders. Thompson edges out the Reds Duncan Piaue who impressed in defeat to the Toss. Inside center Thompson scored a try and made another. His try assist was one of the highlights of the weekend when he reacted well to the bouncing ball and while going to ground turned defense into attack in an instant with a sublime reverse pass out the back of the hand to set up a Paddy Osborne try. He was heavily involved, making 10 carries and 2 clean breaks while beating 6 defenders. 11. Patrick Osborne. Highlanders Kings winger Makazole Mampimpi deserves a mention after making a stunning 146 meters and 8 carries as well as scoring a try. Osborne, however, was magnificent in his 50th game for the Otago outfit, and so was that mustache. He scored 2 tries and created 1. That assist though was out of this world. He produced a magic 7 style offload when he drew in 2 Stormers defenders to create the space and, despite sandwiching himself, somehow got the hands free to set up Thompson for his try. 10. Elton Jantjies. Lions 14 points courtesy of a try, 3 conversions, and penalty, but it was Jantjies kicking from hand that played a huge role in their win at the Force. He chewed up the ground when finding touch, and his general game management impressed as the Lions playmaker gets our fly half spot ahead of Richie Mounga and Cohen Bosch of the Crusaders and Sharks respectively. 9. Aaron Smith. Highlanders an excellent performance from the All Black scrum half as his passing game put his runners into space on numerous occasions. He set up 2 tries in an assured showing, with New Zealand looking extremely strong in their 9 department. 8. Andisa and Ntsila. Kings huge shift off the base of the scrum for the Kings in that impressive demolition of the Rebels, with the Port Elizabeth franchise continuing what has been an impressive run of performances in recent weeks. In attack Ntsila was devastating, making 118 meters from his 13 carries and beating 5 defenders. 13 tackles, with no misses, marked an outstanding shift. Good weekends too for Scott Higginbotham, Liam Squire, and Akira Ioane. 7. Michael Hooper. Waratahs. When things go well for the Waratahs, Hooper tends to be the reason why. The phenomenal Toss captain scored a fine solo try at Suncorp in the Derby with the Reds, benefiting from some fine dummy runs, but he was also top draw in defense, with 8 tackles and more importantly 4 turnovers. Dylan Hunt of the Highlanders also impressed in the absence of more senior back row players. 6. Hendrik Tui. Reds. The Japan back row was everywhere for the Reds in that tight Aussie Derby defeat, churning up huge run meters from his 4 carries as Tui finished with a total of 58, having beaten a couple of defenders. Solid in defense and also won a couple of lineouts in another industrious shift. 5. Taleni Seu. Chiefs full of energy for the Chiefs and needed to be against a trickier than expected opponent in the Sunwolves, with the rangy Seu carrying well, beating 3 defenders on his 9 runs for 40 meters, while making 12 tackles in defense and 3 lineout wins along with a steal, ensuring Brodie Reedelick's week off went without a hitch. 4. Franco Mostert. Lions came up big for the Lions as they held off the Force in Perth, with the Springbok beginning to hit top form and combining well with Andries Ferreira in that Lions engine room. 7 runs for Mostert, but his best work was done elsewhere, making 17 tackles and winning an astonishing 10 lineouts, plus a steal. Hendrik Tui went well for the Reds. 3. Sam Talakai. Reds. A powerful performance from the Reds Tythead as he carried well for 22 meters and also got about the field with 9 tackles to his name. This was a much better performance from the Reds as a whole, and Talakai was one of their standouts. 2. Malcolm Marx. Lions tough to leave out Reds veteran Stephen Moore and Tata Footpolitano, who looks to have a new lease of life in Perth, but we go for Marx after a mixture of physical and delicate touches for the Lions. 9 carries and 10 tackles. 1. Thomas Du Toit. Sharks. A strong outing from the Sharks loose head prop in their victory at the Jaguars, seeing off Ox Nche and Daniel Leonard Brown of the Cheetahs and Highlanders respectively. 7 tackles and 6 carries with a try also to his name in an impressive away win from the Durban outfit.